Welcome to the Department of Teacher Leadership Teacher Leader Pathway Informational Session. This session is intended for principals or leadership teams interested in learning more about the program and how to apply to Cohort 7 this summer. Today you'll learn how CMS is improving student achievement by offering great teachers more leadership opportunities in their schools and paying them more. This allows us to recruit excellent teachers with a proven record of high student growth. Why do you need the Teacher Leader Pathway? Let's hear from some teacher leaders in this 1-minute video clip.
Because if you believe that all kids have the capacity to learn and grow, and you believe that you have the ability to do so, and you have a proven track record of doing it, then you should give it a shot. It's not just about the compensation, it's about giving your ability an expanded view for all kids.
You need to try it. Go ask somebody. There's a lot of people that can help you pull your numbers. But if you're having great impact in the classroom, why not allow that to happen for every child?
I feel like I'm able to better reach my students through instructional strategies and research. So being part of the program, I feel has been beneficial to who I am as a teacher and what my students are receiving, educational and content-wise.
I'm sure you know the demographics of our district, but how does CMS attract great educators to teach in our diverse schools? Research states that there are about 800,000 teachers in the top quartile that meet or exceed standards, and their students learn nearly twice as much as those taught by teachers in the bottom quartile. Here's the problem. Almost 8% of these high flyers leave teaching every year. That's about 64,000 effective teachers nationwide leaving the classroom. If we apply the research from the previous slide to CMS, about 2,300 effective teachers would leave CMS classrooms each year. When we dig a little deeper to see how many of those teachers in CMS exceeded growth last year and received proficient or better on summative evaluations in the past 2 years, we arrived at 8%, or about 752 teachers. These are great teachers that CMS does not want to lose. So how do we retain and reward them? The CMS Teacher Leader Pathway is a career program for great teachers to stay in the classroom and be financially rewarded for extending their reach to more students and coaching other teachers in their school to build capacity. By implementing this program with fidelity, schools positively transform their school culture, increase teacher retention, effectiveness, and student achievement. There are 5 core principles schools follow when implementing the Teacher Leader Pathway, which are: 1. The excellent teachers hired from the Teacher Leader talent pool extend their reach to more students and their teams. 2. The excellent teachers are paid for their added responsibilities. 3. Schools fund the extra pay within their regular budgets by either exchanging ADM or by using Title I funds. 4. Teachers are provided protected time during school hours for planning, collaboration, and development. And 5. Teachers have authority over and are held accountable for their added responsibilities. The CMS Teacher Leader Pathway fits well with any school, as we are a strategy to meet the needs of school improvement plan goals. Currently, the program is spread across the district into all learning communities, all levels from pre-K to 12, all size schools from 400 students to schools of 2,800 students, schools that serve a range of socioeconomic statuses, and many magnet schools. These are the 57 schools participating in the Teacher Leader Pathway during the 2019-2020 school year. This is a data-driven district, so you're probably asking yourself, why should I apply to Cohort 7? Where's the data that supports this decision? As a school leader, you will create a school design team that will align your design plan to the needs of your school, your teachers, and your students. Each plan is unique in order to meet the needs of your school. And when done well and with fidelity, program data shows increases in school culture, teacher effectiveness, retention, and student achievement. Let's have a look. As the teacher leader pathway continues to grow, we also want to ensure that schools can sustain the program and continue to improve year after year. 87.09% of participating schools met or exceeded growth during the 2017-2018 end-of-year assessments. The majority of participating schools also increased their overall culture index score on the Insight Survey since their first cohort year in the program. Here you'll see a snapshot of the teacher leader pathway school culture. The average culture index in participating schools has increased from 5.95 during the first year of implementation to 7.26 in the spring of 2018. The teacher leader pathway also has a great influence on retention. During the 2017-2018 school year, 45 MCLs supported 183 teachers, with 83.61% of those teachers choosing to remain in the district for the 2018-2019 school year. 97.32% of direct reach teachers met or exceeded growth. 88.42% of teachers supported by an MCL met or exceeded growth. 96.89% of teachers supported by an MCL rated proficient or greater on Standard 1, and 94.30% of teachers supported by an MCL rated proficient or greater on Standard 4. As a school leader, you will first apply to be part of Cohort 7 this summer. Once accepted, you'll form a school design team that will review your data and create a design plan that is aligned to the needs of your school, your teachers, and your students. Schools in an incoming cohort go through a year-long training and planning period. It is important to communicate with all stakeholders throughout the entire year to ensure a well-designed plan and smooth implementation. Then, you'll revise your plan during the redesign session each winter and spring that you decide to continue with the program. School design plans use the models and teacher leader roles to address specific goals on their school improvement plan. Other than supporting design teams with their plans, part of the district role in leading this program is to screen applicants to ensure the very best teachers are in the pool for principals to choose from, and to ensure that teacher leaders are fully prepared for the tasks that they have been hired to do. These are the 4 basic models that schools can choose from when creating their design plan. Schools are encouraged to be very creative with their time, like master schedules, resources, like funding, and people, which are of course your teacher leaders. The Department of Teacher Leadership has been granted a waiver for K-3 class sizes throughout our grant term of June 2020, and longer if legislation permits. This career path allows teacher leader pathway schools to retain and recruit excellent educators to expand their reach to more students and build capacity with other instructional staff. Each of these positions earns an additional salary differential on top of their base salary, as you can see in the visual. These are funded within existing budgets, which means exchanging vacant positions or using Title I funds. Direct reach teachers, such as EIT-1s, EIT-2s, and EIT-3s, reach more students on their team and take on additional leadership responsibilities, such as leading PLCs, leading PD for the staff, analyzing data, and regrouping students. Expanded Impact Teacher 3s are also permitted to coach 2 other educators to prepare for an effective transition into an MCL1 role in the future. Indirect reach teachers, such as MCL1s and MCL2s, can teach a class or 2, but at least 50% of their day and 90% of their time is spent building teacher capacity in the building, with activities such as modeling, co-teaching, observation and feedback, leading PLCs, and using data to group students. The salary differential for each of these positions is funded through a trade-off by either exchanging vacant ADM or using Title I funds. Teacher leader positions are a promotion from either a teacher or facilitator position, so principals are able to hire within the district outside of the transfer period. The salary differential is paid out monthly for the year from August until May in 10 paychecks, regardless if the employee elects to get 12. It is up to principals to renew positions based on data, evaluations, and school design team plans each year. However, for a teacher leader to transfer or receive a promotion from one teacher leader pathway position to another, they would need to re-enter the talent pool again in November. How can you pay more within the budget? You can allow teachers who are most consistently excellent to reach more students, shift some non-classroom teaching specialists back into classrooms, except for protected services, of course, reallocate other spending, increase class sizes slightly within limits and by teacher choice, and utilize instructional associates to support teacher leaders when vacancies arise. This slide contains the ADM conversion chart for all of the teacher leader positions. Please note the tiered system utilized for EIT3, MCL1, and MCL2 positions, which is dependent on the Title I status of the school. This is a visual of how one vacancy can be used to create the salary differentials for multiple new teacher leader positions. A principal would chop up one vacancy and attach portions of the ADM to other vacancies in order to create the teacher leader salary differential. Here, you'll see another visual of three possible configurations moving from a traditional 4-person team to an advanced role teacher leader team. This is another image of a traditional grade level, strategically moving positions to support math and ELA with teacher leader staff. By now you're probably wondering about the instructional staff that qualify for the teacher leader talent pool. The talent pool process has come a long way in the past few years, and each summer we review data and reevaluate the rubrics to ensure that we are accepting the best candidates for principals to select from. A calibrated committee screens candidates 1 to 2 times per month while the talent pool is open. Although principals choose to rehire each year, the committee rescreens teacher leaders every 3 years to ensure that they are consistently effective in their teacher leader role. The talent pool screening committee reviews each candidate on one of 3 rubrics, either teacher, support staff, or coach. Each rubric has 5 categories and a virtual interview, and each are treated like gateways to the next category. The committee determines which position each candidate qualifies for. Rubrics are public and posted on our website. Comparing data from the program's first year, which had no talent pool process, to this current year suggests that utilizing the rubrics has improved the quality of candidates recommended for teacher leader positions. Additionally, exiting staff that prove unsuccessful with added leadership responsibilities has helped to improve the quality of the talent pool. Instructional associates are on the same evaluation tool as TAs. Teacher leaders in the classroom, such as EIT1s, EIT2s, and EIT3s, are on the same evaluation tool as teachers, while MCL1s are on the Teacher Leadership Specialist rubric, since they should be coaching teachers 50% or more of their day. Success by Design, which has merged with LIFT's opportunity culture to become the teacher leader pathway, was awarded a grant from NCDPI from 2017 until 2020 to create a sustainable professional development pathway to support great teachers in learning skills to coach other teachers. Our idea for this pathway is to be proactive rather than reactive, in order to prepare our future coaches for their upcoming roles. We allow all candidates accepted into the talent pool to register for our exclusive professional development, So once you become a Teacher Leader Pathway school, encourage all of your staff to apply to the pool. Eventually, we would like to replace participation credit with demonstrations of mastery and earning micro-credentials or badges. This will eventually be part of the talent pool application process, replacing the teacher leadership prompt. The courses we provide our teacher leaders were suggested by surveys responses of program participants and principals. The Department of Teacher Leadership is also committed to growing our principal PD and frequently partners with the CMS Leadership Development Office to provide PD opportunities for school administrators. The program offers 22 courses and book studies, with 97% of participants surveyed indicating that they acquire the knowledge and skills to immediately improve their practice. All sessions are offered in fall, spring, and summer to provide options for staff to attend outside of the normal school day. 2 substitute days during the school year and 2 stipend days during the summer are provided per teacher leader, as well as for those in the talent pool that year. Additionally, principals, assistant principals, and deans can take advantage of all PD offered by the department. The Department of Teacher Leadership's goal is that all schools participating in the program will exceed expected growth regardless of their design. For the 2019-2020 school year, out of 57 of our schools, 46 are Title I and 11 are considered affluent. There are multiple overlapping layers to the teacher leader pathway. These are all explained during the year-long design process. Program processes are being created and revised to ensure that each part works seamlessly with another and that the program is as sustainable as possible. Communication is key to ensuring everyone is on board and that you have buy-in. The Department of Teacher Leadership uses several modes of communication. Our website, email, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are all available to the public. Our newsletter is also mailed out on the first Friday of each month. All important updates, due dates, professional development, celebrations, data highlights are communicated through the newsletter. Is your school ready for the Teacher Leader Pathway? If you could say yes to everything on this slide, then you should complete the application for Cohort 7. Let's listen to this 2-minute video clip and hear some last thoughts about why CMS teacher leaders applied to the Teacher Leader Pathway.
By design, I was really intrigued because I thought it would be the perfect blend of everything that I want in leadership, but then still being able to be close to kids, and so I decided to go for it.
I was a 7th-year teacher who I just felt that I needed something different, but I wasn't ready to leave the classroom, and this gives me the opportunity to influence other teachers as well as stay in the classroom and still work with kids.
I realized that this would be an opportunity for me to reach more than the student load that I had, and I knew that I would be able to see my kids every day and help them grow.
I wanted to help not only students grow, but other teachers grow, to be able to just push kids' learning as high as it could be.
You get to lead teachers becoming better, whether they're veteran or novice teachers, and you still get your hands in the classroom and get to reach more kids and watch more kids be successful over time. I've grown immensely through this process, mostly with my leadership skills. I've learned how to coach and work with adults. I've learned how to reach different types of students, and I've learned to better my craft as I'm developing it and then putting it in front of teachers and students.
New experience is a challenge for me. It helps me to kind of keep pushing myself because I know I'm not just responsible for me, I'm responsible for 300 plus odd kids and 5 or 6 teachers. And so with that being the case, I know that I have to bring my A game each and every day, so it continues to drive me to bring my best self to the table every day.
Just go for it, because this will be the best experience in your life.
Please use the link provided to apply to Cohort 7 of the Teacher Leader Pathway. Applications are due by October 30th, 2019. If you have any questions about the program, please feel free to reach out to anyone on the team.